Hello children, how are you all? Are you all enjoying the online classes? Hope you are all doing good. I have seen your homeworks, you did it well. Very good. Likewise, do your homework regularly, okay? Have you all learnt what I have taught you in the previous classes? I will ask you some questions, okay, to test that you have learnt or not. Okay, take your homework notebook. Yes, have you all taken? Okay, the first question. What are the three subatomic particles? Okay, what are the three subatomic particles? And then second one, matter occupies space is called dash. And then third question, dash are highly compressible. Dash are highly compressible. Have you all completed? And then the fourth question, the intermolecular space between the particles decreases. Then the intermolecular force of attraction between the particles dash. Write only the answers, okay? If it is increases means write increases, or it is decreases means write decreases, okay? The intermolecular space between the particles decreases due to the potential energy. Okay, the intermolecular force of attraction between the particles dash. Okay, if the space decreases, the force of attraction dash. Okay, write the answer. And then the next one, the conversion of solid directly changes to gaseous state is called dash. The conversion of solid directly changes to gaseous state is called dash. And then dash is a thermodynamic process. Dash is a thermodynamic process. Have you all answered, children? Good. Okay, then we will recall what we have learned in the previous classes. Okay, in the first class we have learned about matter. Is it? What is matter? And then atom. Atom is the smallest unit of matter. And then we have learnt about three subatomic particles, electrons, protons and neutrons. And then we have learnt about characteristics of matter. Is it? Volume, mass, weight, and it is perceived by senses. Is it? And then we have learnt about the three states of matter. And in the previous class we have learnt about interconversion of state of matter. Is it? Interconversion of matter. Is it? Yes. What do you mean by interconversion of matter? Change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original state is called interconversion of matter. Okay. Change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original position, original state is called interconversion of matter. Okay. And then in in that we have learnt about melting. Is it melting? What does mean by melting? Conversion of solid state to liquid state is called melting. Okay, melting takes place by heating. Okay, and then intermolecular space increases means intermolecular force of attraction decreases. Okay, and then the next we have seen about freezing or solidification. Is it? Yes, the conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing or solidification. Is it? Liquid to solid. Okay, and then in that cooling takes place, so that freezing occurs. Okay, so intermolecular space decreases, so that intermolecular force of attraction increases. Okay, and then we have learnt about vaporization. Okay, what does mean by vaporization? Conversion of liquid to gaseous state, that is vapor state, is called vaporization. Okay, there it is happening due to heating. Okay, vaporization has happened due to heating. Okay, and then intermolecular space increases and the intermolecular force of attraction decreases. Okay, and then next is liquefaction or condensation. Okay, process of changing the state of matter from gas to liquid. Okay, gaseous to liquid state is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay, in that cooling takes place. Is it? So that the intermolecular space decreases and intermolecular force of attraction increases. And then sublimation. Okay, the conversion of solid directly to gaseous state, that is vapor state, is called sublimation. Okay, for example camphor. Is it? And then the last one, deposition. Is it? Deposition is a thermodynamic process. Okay, thermodynamic process of conversion of gaseous state to solid state. Okay, conversion of thermodynamic process of conversion of gaseous state to solid state is called deposition. Okay, what is the example? Soot produced from the chimney. Okay, walls of the chimney, it is the example. Okay, can you able to recall all those things? Okay, today in this class we will see about kinetic theory of matter. Okay, yes, have you heard this word kinetic theory of matter? This is a theory for matter. Okay, we'll see. Okay, it is used to find all these. Okay, how does a particle in the matter will stay together? Okay, and then what type of attraction are there between the matter, and then different properties of matter, and then why is matter behaving differently in different situation. Okay, we are going to see all these in this kinetic theory of matter. Okay, to explain all these only we have a particular theory called kinetic theory of matter. Okay, okay, in this theory we have only 3 postulates in your book. Okay, the first is interparticle spaces. Okay, the first is interparticle space. Okay, and then next one is interparticle attraction. Okay, and then next one is kinetic energy. Okay, the first one is interparticle spaces, and then interparticle attraction, and then kinetic energy of a particle. Okay, we will see about the first postulate. Okay, what is the first postulate? Interparticle spaces. Okay, interparticle spaces. Okay, what does mean by inter? In between. Is it? Inter means in between. Okay, interparticle spaces. Is it? What are the particles present in the matter? We have learnt in the first class, is it? Matter is made up of small particles. What are the small particles? Molecules, atoms or ions. Okay. What particles you may have also, no problem. Okay. If it is a molecule, atoms or ions. Okay. But there will be gap or space. Okay. என்ன பார்ட்டிக்கலாக வேணாலும் இருக்கலாம், மாலிகுல்ஸாக இருக்கலாம், ஆட்டம்ஸாக இருக்கலாம், ஆர் அயான்ஸாக இருக்கலாம். பட் it should have gap or space between them. Okay. In between the particles there will be some space, that is called interparticle spaces. Okay. In between the particle there will be some space. Okay. That is called interparticle spaces. Okay. ஒரு பார்ட்டிக்கலுக்கு இடையில space, there will be some space. Okay. So that space we are calling interparticle spaces. Okay. Whether it will be that matter will be solid, liquid, or it may be as gases, but definitely will have space or gap between the particles. Okay. If we are considering solid, means the intermolecular space, that is the gap, is very less, is it? The solids are very hard and rigid, is it? So that the intermolecular space, that means the interparticle space will be less. Okay. Solids la interparticle space, அதாவது கேப், மாலிகுல்ஸ்க்கு இடையில இருக்கிற கேப் வந்து கம்மியாக இருக்கும். ஓகே. இன் லிக்விட் the interparticle space is more than the solid. Solid விட liquidல ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கும். And then about gas. Okay, the space will comparatively large. Okay, the space in the gases will be comparatively large. Okay, so that simply we are saying about the space or gap between the particles, that is called interparticle spaces. Yes, can you all understand, children?
Yeah, see the picture. These pictures can represent the interparticle spaces, is it? Solid have less interparticle space because solids are rigid, it do not flow, is it? And then it have definite shape and volume, so that the intermolecular space between the particles is very less, minimum. Okay. And then about liquids can flow, is it? They have definite volume and then it is less rigid, so that the intermolecular space between the particles is slightly more than solids. Okay. You can see, yes, solids are the liquids ku konja space jastiya irukku, is it? And then see gases, it has no definite shape, it is not so rigid, is it? And it has no definite shape and volume, and then it is easily compressible, is it? And here its intermolecular space is comparatively very large, is it? See the space? There is a large space between the molecules, is it? So that we can say solid have less interparticle space and liquids have interparticle space as more than solid. And then about gases, it is comparatively very large interparticle spaces. Okay. Can you all understand?
Then we'll see about interparticle attraction. Okay. In the first one we said between the particles we have space, is it? Here in this we are learning that in between the particles there is attraction also. Okay. We can say as there exists a force of attraction. Okay. In between the particles there exists a force of attraction. Okay. Okay. If attraction is not there, all particles will move apart, is it? Move away, is it? Because of attraction only, all the particles are joined together to form a matter, is it? Okay. For example, if you are saying about the eyes, okay, what will happen if we are not having the intermolecular attraction, interparticle attraction? Yes, how an ice cube is made up of? It is made up of water droplets. Okay, if the water droplets are freezed in the fridge means we'll get ice cube, is it? So it is made up of many droplets. Okay, lot of droplets joined together to form an ice cube, is it? If you are not having the interparticle attraction, the ice cube will not freeze. That water droplets will not freeze. Okay, it will remains as same as it was. Okay, ஒருவேளை அட்ராக்ஷன் இன்டர்பார்ட்டிக்கல் அட்ராக்ஷன் இல்லை அப்படின்னா அந்த ஒவ்வொரு வாட்டர் ட்ராப்லெட்ஸும் தனித்தனியாக தான் இருக்கும். இட் வில் நாட் ஃபார்ம் அன் ஐஸ் கியூப். ஓகே, பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் interparticle attraction only a matter is formed. Okay, all the particles will attract together, okay, and then it is joined to form a matter. Okay, so that in all the matter there is a strong attractive force. Okay, and you should remind one thing. Okay, if the force of attraction decreases with increasing space, that is interparticle space. Okay, ஒருவேளை attraction வந்து கம்மியா இருக்குது அப்படின்னா interparticle space வந்து அதிகமா இருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, the force of attraction decreases with the increasing spaces of interparticle spaces. Okay, force of attraction decreases with increasing interparticle spaces. Okay, can you all understand? Have you all clear in this? We have learnt about interparticle space and then interparticle attraction. Okay, in between particle, if there is a space, means that is called interparticle space. Okay, in between that space, if it attracts, if there is a force of attraction between the particles, that is called interparticle attraction. Yes, have you all clear in this, children? And then the third postulate is kinetic energy. Okay, yes, have you heard this kinetic energy anywhere? Simply we can call this kinetic energy as moving energy. Okay, kinetic energy means moving energy. Okay, if you are having kinetic energy in the matter means all the particles in the matter will move here and there. Okay, simply it will vibrate here and there. Okay, so we can say the particles are in continuous random motion and possess kinetic energy. Okay, I have said yes, the particles in the matter will be moving randomly here and there. Okay, that is the thing we are saying in the kinetic energy. Okay, and then if you are heating a matter means the kinetic energy of the matter will be increases. Okay, if you are heating the matter, if you are heating a matter means the kinetic energy will be in the increasing level. Okay, what about kinetic energy? In the kinetic energy, all the particles in the matter are moving randomly. Okay, so that we are calling that as moving energy. Okay, if you are heating a matter means the kinetic energy increases. Okay, that's all about kinetic energy. Okay, first we have seen about interparticle space. Is it interparticle space? What is meant by interparticle space? The space between the particles of the matter. Okay, and then what is meant by interparticle attraction? What does mean by interparticle attraction? A force to attract in between the particles. Okay, in between the particles, if it have the attraction force means that is called interparticle attraction. அங்கே எப்படி ஸ்பேஸ் இருக்குன்னு சொன்னோமோ அந்த ஸ்பேஸுக்குள்ளே வந்து அட்ராக்ஷன் இருக்குது. அந்த ஒவ்வொரு மாலிகுல்ஸையும் இழுத்துக்கிறதுக்கு there will be an attraction. Okay, that is called interparticle attraction. Okay, particle attract each other with a force, that is called interparticle attraction. Okay, force of attraction decreases with increasing interparticle space. Is it? ஒருவேளை interparticle space வந்து ஜாஸ்தியாக இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா attraction கம்மியாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, if interparticle space decreases, interparticle space கம்மியாக இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா attraction ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, that's all about interparticle attraction. And then we have seen about kinetic energy. Is it? Kinetic energy means we can say simply as moving energy. Okay, the particles are in continuous random motion and possess kinetic energy. Okay, if we have heaten a matter means the kinetic energy of that matter increases. Okay, that's all about the three postulates of kinetic theory of matter. The next we'll see about the states of matter according to the kinetic theory of matter. Okay, yes, what we have learnt in the kinetic theory of matter, interparticle space, and then interparticle attraction, and then kinetic energy. Is it? Interparticle space, interparticle attraction, and kinetic energy. Is it? Okay, on behalf of solid we'll see. Okay, interparticle space. Okay, interparticle space means we are going to see about the arrangement. Is it? Okay, solids are closely packed. Is it? It is closely packed, and solids do not flow, it is rigid, and it has definite shape and volume. Is it? So that the arrangement will be that means the interparticle space will be very less. Okay, it is very hot, very rigid. Is it? So that the interparticle space or the intermolecular space is very less or minimum. Okay, and then on behalf of interparticle attraction, it has just very strong attraction. Is it? It has very strong attraction. Okay, and then the third thing what we have learned, kinetic energy. Is it? If we have the solids as closely packed and the intermolecular space is very less. Is it? So that the kinetic energy between the atoms is very less. Okay, it can't move. Yes, simply kinetic energy means moving energy. Is it? So the molecules, what the particles in the atom, particles in the matter should move. Is it? But in solid the particles can't move. Is it? Only it can vibrate, so that the kinetic energy is very less. Okay, can you all understood what we have learned? Interparticle space. What is interparticle space? The solids are closely packed, it has definite shape and volume, and it is rigid. Is it? So that the interparticle space is very less. Okay, and then what about interparticle attraction? The space is very less. Is it? So that interparticle attraction is very higher. Okay, interparticle attraction will be increases. And then about kinetic energy, it has no space in between. Is it? So that the kinetic energy is very less. Okay, can you all understood, children? And next we will see about liquids. Okay, in liquids, what about the interparticle space? The interparticle space will be slightly more than solids. Is it? Because it is not at all rigid, it can flow easily. Is it? it can flow easily, and it has less rigid, and it has definite volume, so that the interparticle space is slightly more than solid. Okay, and then about interparticle attraction, it is slightly less. Okay, interparticle attraction is slightly less than solid. Okay, interparticle space is greater, is it greater than solid, so that the interparticle attraction will be slightly less than solid. Okay, and then about kinetic energy, what about kinetic energy? It will have somewhat more kinetic energy than solids. Okay, solid vida kinetic energy, adada movement of particles will be more in liquid. Okay, yes, have you all understood? Can you repeat? Yes, what about the interparticle space? The interparticle space will be slightly more than solids. Okay, solid vida jastiya irukum. Why? Because liquids are less rigid, and it can flow, and then it have definite volume, so that we can say the interparticle space is slightly more than solid. Okay, and about interparticle attraction, because it have slightly interparticle space is slightly more than solid, the interparticle attraction will be slightly less than solid. Okay, it will be less than solid. Okay, attraction will be less than solid, and the kinetic energy, it will have some kinetic energy, large amount of kinetic energy will be there, because the interparticle space is there, is it, so that we have large amount of kinetic energy. Okay, and next we will see about gases. Okay, for gases, interparticle space will be maximum, is it? It is least compact, is it? It is least compact, so that the interparticle space will be large, is it? The interparticle space will be large. Okay, on behalf of interparticle attraction will be very weak, is it? Gap jastiya irukradhanaala attraction romba kammiya irukum, is it? The attraction will be very weak. Okay, very less. Okay, and then what about kinetic energy? It has very large kinetic energy, is it? The particles in the gases can move faster, is it? So that we can say it has very large amount of kinetic energy between the atoms. Okay, can you all understand? In this class we have learnt about kinetic theory of matter, is it? Kinetic theory of matter. Yes, we have learnt 3 postulates. What are those 3 postulates? Interparticle space, interparticle force, and then kinetic energy, is it? What is meant by interparticle space? The space between the particle. Okay, there is space exists between the particles, that is called interparticle space. Okay, and then interparticle force. Okay, interparticle force or of attraction. What is meant by interparticle force of attraction? Okay, there exists a space between the particles. Okay, there exists a force between the particles, so that we are saying that as interparticle attraction. Okay, and then kinetic energy is also called as moving energy. So in kinetic energy, the particles are moving randomly. Okay, and then what we have learned, if you are applying heat in a matter, means the kinetic energy increases. Okay, and then we have learnt about solid, liquid, gas according to kinetic theory of matter, is it? Okay, what about solid? Interparticle space is minimum, is it? And then interparticle attraction is maximum. Okay, and the kinetic energy, it has least kinetic energy. Okay, and then about liquids, the interparticle space slightly more than solids. Okay, the interparticle space is slightly more than solids. Okay, and then interparticle attraction the interparticle, it has very less interparticle attraction. Okay, and then about kinetic energy, it has large amount of kinetic energy. Okay, and then about gases, the interparticle space is maximum in gases. Okay, and then it has least interparticle attraction. Okay, least interparticle attraction, and then it has very large kinetic energy. Okay, that's all we had seen about kinetic theory of matter. Okay, that's all about this lesson. We have completed the lesson. Okay, and this is your classwork. Okay, write this in your classwork notebook, copy down neatly, write using your ink pen. Okay, yes, take your classwork notebook. Already you have written some fill-ups, is it? Again, you just join this along with that. Okay, have you all completed, children? Okay, you will read it. Okay, fill in the blanks. The particles attract each other with a force that is called interparticle force of attraction. Okay, the particle attract each other with a force that is called interparticle force of attraction. Okay, and then the kinetic energy of the particles dash on application of heat. We have learnt, yes, it will be increasing. Okay, while heating, the kinetic energy will be increasing. Okay, so the answer is increases. Okay, and then intermolecular force of attraction of liquid is dash as compared to solids. Okay, intermolecular force of the liquid is less. Okay, less as compared to solids. Okay, and then the intermolecular space between the particles is comparatively dash in gases, very large. Okay, the intermolecular space will be very large in gases. Okay, and then particles of solids are dash closely packed. Okay, the particles of solids are closely packed. Okay, have you all written? Have you all finished writing your classwork? Okay, good. And this is your homework. Book page number 10, 11 and 12. There is some fill up, choose true or false and match is there. Okay, complete it and we will check the answers in the next class. Okay, complete it and send it. Okay, that's all about this class. With this we have completed the first lesson matter. Okay, thank you, children.